Yeah, start with the Separatists. And then we'll move our way over to the, good guys, since we didn't do good guys last time. So, we're literally gonna do what we did last time. Place them on, let's see, dark side, hold out lead, spawn in, and then I'll count how many dark side, light side heroes there are. Light side, there's one less than dark side. Alright, let me count. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, is that 10? Let's see. 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 10. So we're gonna start with Boba Fett, like we always do. So this time we don't have friendly troops. We're going in solo. Boba Fett again. Here we go. Talking about the character that is most disloved in the game, which is my favorite character, which is sad. So I've been watching other videos about skins and all that. So when I heard the news, Jango Fett's gonna be a skin for Boba Fett, that's... this is where EA gets me with pissing me off. I don't care if you're gonna bleep me out or whatever, but that is a little bit frustrating. Jango Fett, if he's coming to the game, don't make him a skin. Just give him his individual rights as a character, even though the last time we did a video and I was saying Jango Fett and Boba Fett should not be in the same game as characters. Since we've already got Anakin confirmed, it's coming out in 2 weeks, which I will redo this video of part 3. I'll be doing as many parts as long as more and more characters and content are confirmed for the game. Right now, we've only got the characters I'm playing as with right now. So, to start off with Boba Fett, last time I said he needed a rework, he needed to be redone, polished, needs to look a little better. So EA gave us that little one chance opportunity. They gave every single hero a health on star card. Boba Fett and every other hero that is not good on health has done good on that health star card. So, do I think Boba Fett's the best character in the game? No. And is he gonna be the best character in the game? No. Because we're gonna have lightsaber heroes for like probably the next 2 to 3 DLCs, and I don't think Boba Fett's gonna reach up there anytime soon. Can you just die? Thank you. But, back on the topic. Do I think Boba Fett will get some little tiny reworks once there? Yeah. It's their jobs is to get that stuff done. You can't just leave a character and be like, oh, there it is, done, copy and paste. That's what you get. No, because us Battlefront 2 players or whatever Star Wars title you play, you just don't want something that's a big waste of time. Because if it's such a big waste of time, you'll be thinking to yourself, why did I play this game? Alright, that guy's really glitching me out right now. So, Boba Fett. We're going by the scale again, but this time, 1 out of 10. Is he 1 or is he 10? 1 means he's the best hero in Galactic Assault and Heroes vs. Villains. For those players that do not know what HVV and GA stand for. So, I would place him at a good number 9. Because Boba Fett, he's good, but he's also not that good. He will have work done to him eventually. It's just right now is not his moment. So, Do I see stuff being planned for Boba Fett in the future? If they do this skin crap they're talking about with Darth Maul and Boba Fett, then yes, we'll be hearing a lot more from Boba Fett. But if not, it's gonna be less talk of this character. Do I want skins for Boba Fett? Yes. Oh, definitely yes. But do I want a Jango Fett skin as Boba Fett? Now that is where the real question comes in, because Boba Fett as his individual self is... The skin I said that would fit Boba Fett would be a battle damage skin, which would be from the Sarlacc. When he escaped the Sarlacc, everybody would want to see what he looked like after he escaped. So that's an opinion for EA, but they don't get a hold of this, they ain't gonna really listen. But I'm throwing suggestions out there because Boba Fett is such an unused character, not used by all the fans. He's just an overlooked character, and it's put some of those Boba Fett fans from the last game kind of like, wow. This character used to be so good in the last game, and now we got this character that used to be good, now he's just a waste of time. Because when you're usually playing Heroes vs. Villains, he's really not hard to kill. He's got very low health at 550 health, I want to say. That or 650. He's very easy to kill, and if you're a Boba Fett player, you know the people that play Boba Fett will usually hang out, camp on top of buildings on Kamino and Yavin 4. But other than that, Boba Fett's pretty useless. Now everybody be like, well, could Boba Fett have skill potential in him? Skill potential in this character is really hard to find because think about it, his jetpack, his stun rocket, the rocket barrage. If you can get a stunner like Emperor Palpatine to stun him, then you hit the rocket barrage, that's a better chance of putting on some damage. But you going in, rocket barraging, or doing whatever you think you can do, it's gonna get you ultimately killed, and you will totally not touch this character again. So don't ruin this character, EA. This is one of those very good characters that we've always loved in the series. And please don't kill it, because Boba Fett could be better than this. It's just, we know you're going through some rough times with other characters and going through the processing of Anakin coming out in like a little bit, in a couple of weeks, but you really need to figure out something with these characters that are not getting so much spotlight or just not getting anywhere. So Boba Fett is a 9 on my list. I will revisit the list after we do all the characters, so y'all know who was the worst and who was the best. And this time we have some special guest characters on here. So, what do I have to say to those Boba Fett Battle 2 front players? If you want to keep playing him, but in general, I really want to keep persistently using him, because some maps he is really not good at. Hoth is not a good map, Jabba's Palace is not a good map. Those are just Castle is not a good map. But there's tons of maps that he is not good at. He always needs that one big open area, and if he can't get a big open area, then he ain't gonna do good. So now moving on to the next character, Bossk. My opinions on this character: he is not a bad character. He's very enjoyable. He's probably better than Boba Fett in my opinion. Reworking for this character, they could touch him a little, give him a little bit of something, or do something to this character, make him a little interesting. Skins, there's not really any skins to add for Bossk. Besides probably like his Clone Wars or one of those skins. That's probably it. But Bossk is really like one of those good characters. He's actually not doing so bad. But when it comes down to the line, let's see, Galactic Assault, he is a really good character if you're great at sniping. You know how to throw a bomb without, like, messing it up, but then he's got his Rocket Barrage again from the last game, which was very God blessing. The only thing that was changed was his Roby V12. It went from a somewhat of a pulse rifle, whatever you want to call it, to a straight out sniper or shotgun, because you can tell by all this damage I'm taking right here, he could not do great in close to close combat. Now, Bossk in general, yeah, he's good. Doesn't suck. HVV doesn't suck. But, we're to be real, I think it would be interesting. Because Bossk is one hell of a character.
Bossk is way different than he was in the last game. I'll tell you that too.
Bossk is not really that different. All he has is the shotgun that has changed his entire loadout.
Nobody knows this change.
Somewhat, but I don't think Bossk is gonna... Right now, where Bossk is sitting at, he really doesn't need a rework, but should he be touched? Certainly, yes. Every character that was launched from the beginning of the game should be retouched. But, yeah. Bossk is one of those type of characters. And I think Bossk has got potential, and multiple other characters that got potential. Oh wow, that was terrible. So Bossk. Let's go in quick detail. No skins, but if they do, please make it a Clone Wars skin. Wouldn't be bad. Reworking? Nah, not really. He's a pretty good, decent character. And overall, this character hasn't been overlooked. He's a great, enjoyable character to play as in Galactic Assault and Heroes vs. Villains. But when it comes down to it, where does he make it out on the list? Boba Fett made it to a number 9. So where is this going to put Bossk? Should he be a terrible character or should he be a good character? Since I'm doing this judging, I think my boy Bossk is gonna get a number 5. Not because favoritism, none of that bullcrap. I just think he's good at both Heroes vs. Villains.
Actually, I have something to say, but Bossk is actually my go-to. So, right now, whenever I play Heroes vs. Villains and Galactic Assault, I mostly play Darth Maul because I want to get him leveled up since he's such a great character. But if someone takes my Darth Maul, I usually go to Bossk. Because Bossk is one of my main blasted villains, which he's my favorite. Because if you're the target, if you got a Boba Fett player on your team, basically you can go up high up. So as you just act like bait, you just throw down some grenades, micro mines.
Yes.
Put that down. And you also have the star card on boss where his Dioxis grenade heals you. So if you do have the full team coming after you, not only will you have the Boba Fett player to back you up, but you also can just throw that down. Then while they're all attacking you, they'll also take the damage, and you will also be getting home back.
So, before this match ends, Bosk will end up as our number 5. So we got 2 people already entered the list. We still need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 10.
I go for the rest of the players, but that's just the player.
We are.
No, I mean in active match.
No,
Why?
because I'm testing them out and giving you analysis on how I think about the characters. I didn't say I was gonna take them all to HVV and do all that. I'm telling you which characters you should be comfortable with picking in and playing with. Now, I didn't do this stream just to play games so y'all can just sit here and watch. Y'all do have y'all say on what should these characters be done, or... Now, if you're not a strong boss player, we all understand. I'm not the biggest boss player there is. So, if you guys are, like, really into Bosk, I'm not. So, first of all, Bosk is probably a great character. And does Bosk have future potential? Yes. Bosk has lots of potential. But right now, they're looking at other characters. So that's it for Bosk. We're gonna move on to the next character. Bosk does make it to number 5. He slips into that position. Boba Fett is taking number 9 because he is not the best character. What's for all, but he's not the worst. Number 10 is the worst character. And we're moving on to the next character, which is Darth Vader. The one and only Darth Vader. Last time we covered Darth Vader, I said he was overpowered, ridiculous amount of health. This guy is still one of the best players or tanks in this game. I am so impressed how Darth Vader has just not been touched. They've left Darth Vader to be what he is. So, Vader's gonna probably stay as what he is, which is a tank and lots of health. Now, for Vader, there's gonna be no skins for Vader, of course, because Vader really didn't. If you wanted to count battle damage as a skin, I guess, but I'm like, but really, there's nothing to add to this character. Like, this character's got nothing that would give him a skin, so that's one thing we can talk about, is that he's probably not going to get any skins. But other characters, like Boba and all of them, will be getting skins if they confirm skins in the game. I don't like using the word skins because EA has made another game that has just came out recently called Apex Legends, And the only reason why they're going with skins is because of that game, and they think it would be a good idea to bring it over to Star Wars. My opinion on that is no, please, just don't bring other content from other games into one that we have already.
It came out till this year. It recently came out.
Yeah. Which is this year.
How shotgun in the back of the leg. Like, right in the calf area. My sniper.
So,
Stop shooting me.
Vader's abilities is still overpowered as, you know what.
Vader's always gonna be overpowered.
So, for Galactic Assault, he's decent, but Galactic Assault ridiculously, his health is the only reason that keeps him as good. But should Vader get all that? Should Vader be overpowered? So, we're gonna answer this question. You don't have to answer it, you don't have to say anything about it. Without that health buff, would Vader be a good character? Don't answer. I want you to take a time, think about it, and answer it to yourself. Would he be a good character? Without that health buff, could Vader still be a good character like he is now?
Does get a star card that also gives you more health.
Which I covered with Boba Fett. All the villains and heroes have health on star cards. So where...
This one gives you bonus health.
Yeah, it's a health card. So that means Vader can get more health by killing enemies or all the above.
Not that kind of card. He has that card, but not a different card.
That's the health on card that I'm talking about. So, if you are Vader players, I want to give you good news. Keep playing that Vader because he is ridiculously overpowered. And if you feel like you gotta pick any other characters, later on the video I will tell you which other characters you should use as main. Vader would be one of them for heroes versus villains. Galactic Assault, Vader's not bad, but close combat, yes. But if it's open combat, like the beginning of Hoth, or Naboo, or Geonosis, just don't recommend using him because he's not the best hero when it comes to open combat, because all those snipers and specialists will easily just pick down that Vader within ease, and all you don't want is your Vader getting sucked in and you lose those battle points like you really didn't earn crap. Because I've been through those moments a lot. But, back on the topic, where would Vader rank? That's the question. So, he's by a long shot, has already beat my boy Boba Fett. So he can get better. So, I'm gonna place him behind the #1 guy right now, Mr. Bosk, at number 6. Vader will take number 6 in this chart. Not because I hate Vader, not because I like Vader. It's just his stats, his details, his statistics is what tells you why I put them there, their abilities, and everything about the character. I do not put the character because of favoritism or liking the character. I can say I like the character or I dislike the character, but I'm not going to put him in that position because I like them or do not. I don't care if I like Darth Maul, I could still put him at number 10. But Vader, number 6. Why? Why would I put him over Bosk? Why would I pick him not to be as good as Boss. Here's the question why. Vader is a great villain, and no doubt, yes, he had a lot of time put into him, indeed. But if you think about it, when you need a Galactic Assault hero, you gotta have them get the job done. And Vader at some points can't do that. And then when we come to Boss, he can do close range combat, he can do range combat. Boss is that one a villain that could do it in any type of environment. And that's the hero that would beat Vader, because Vader is not good at open environment worlds. That's the only reason why Boss beat Vader. So if you understand that now you get what I'm talking about. It's not because of favoritism, it's because of statistics. So Vader picked number 6. So we still got tons of other entrants into this one, and then we will do light side tomorrow because I will totally not have time. Because I would have to hit the rack. But after this one, we'll be moving on to the next one, which I think will be Emperor Palpatine. And we remember him from the last time we said he was probably, I think, our top 5. He might have been a 4 or 5 in the last one. Might change this time, we do not know. I never go by favoritism, which I'm going to tell you every single time. But Vader will take the number 6, passing Boba Fett, but slightly coming short to Bossk. So the next one will be coming up. And if you have any questions, just ask any questions in between the video. I'll take time to answer that question about that villain or hero and tell you exactly the reasons why. So let's grip one more. There we go. So let's get in with some Palpatine. Palpatine, man, the last time I was playing with him, this guy was a beast. This guy is ridiculously too damn good. Let's just start saying it. Skins, there's no way. No absolute way. Could be a what?
Chancellor skin.
Nah, I really would doubt them putting that in there. But let's get straight into statistics. This guy is a great hero for Galactic Assault. Mostly recommended. If you know how to play Palpatine, you're gonna do great in Galactic Assault with my boy. But you just getting to the game, or you're not good with a Palpatine. Not saying you suck, but he is probably the wisest choice for Galactic Assault. And then Heroes vs. Villains. It's a pretty good character. This character, my boy Palpatine, he really knows how to do lots of game modes. He's not that bad of a character to pick. So don't go like, man, Palpatine sucks, because if you don't know how to play him, don't just straight out suggest he sucks. Please take time, put it into the character, and then you can say, yeah, this guy sucks because I've experienced it, and I played with this character. And now, if you're just gonna say that because you just want to be a salty potato, just don't. Just, oh God, don't ruin other time for players. Because if you do, you're gonna have to deal with me, and I don't want to deal with you, and I don't know you, so yeah. So let's don't do that, okay? That's what I thought. So, Palpatine, well, let's just pretend we never saw that, okay guys? I'm just kidding, it's alright. So, Palpatine, let's don't get off topic here. Palpatine, where does he make the list? Does he surpass Boba Fett? Of course he does, because Boba Fett is the second to worst character in the game. Does he beat Vader? Yes, he does beat Vader. Does he beat Bossk? Yeah. So, I'm going to put this character at a number 4. Mr. Palpatine takes the number 4. I'm going to say it every time until you guys get through your skulls. It is not because of favoritism. It is not favoritism. Let me repeat.
I know in real life, he seriously hates Palpatine. He like despises
Palpatine,
Palpatine.
for the multiple reasons of the Galactic Assault and the Heroes. Galactic Assault is the reason why he ranked it so high on this list. Because if you have a hero that can do the circle, which does damage, and then he has other abilities to cause so much damage, or stuns the enemy to use another ability to attack and possibly kill, you really can't count out Palpatine. Palpatine is really a good ass character. Now Palpatine. Does he have a future? Will he be touched? Oh god, yes. This character is way too good to get, because he is probably going to get nerfed down the road because of his abilities like Chewbacca did, because he was way too good in Heroes vs. Villains, and still is to this day. He is the best light side character in my opinion, because I sit there and play the heck out of that Wookiee. But Palpatine. I have really nothing to say about this character because he did exactly what he did the last time I did this video about the opinions on these characters. He got clearly somewhat the same place he got last time. He made it into a top 5. Those top 5 where he was 6th. He was still up there. But just don't count out Palpatine. If you play a Palpatine with the Sith team, you're really not going to enjoy it, because he is going to get those Sith to wreck you, and you be sitting there looking like an idiot for at least a good 20 minutes. But besides that, if you want to play Palpatine, I suggest it. You want to probably try him on Galactic Assault if you're the newcomer to this game. But if you're not, I wouldn't really try it, because if you already know you just don't like this character, yeah, just don't waste your time, because you probably would be like, well, this guy so-and-so told me to play this guy, and yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that. So, Palpatine makes it number 4, and we got Bosk at number 5, Vader at number 6, and Boba Fett, which is so far and last at number 9. Do you think anybody else will make Boba Fett feel a little bit more comfortable about his position? Maybe, maybe not. But it depends. Just gotta see who's the worst character. With the worst abilities is probably the worst character. But let's just hope Boba Fett can get a little bit of positivity. So, what is Boba Fett? Went from Palpatine to Boba Fett. So, besides Boba Fett, let's go back to Palpatine since we got 10 kills left. Palpatine, no skins, it's got number 4 on my list. Future, yes. Will he be buffed? No. Nerfed? Maybe. That is probably the one that will most likely happen, is him getting nerfed. Because right now, Palpatine, if you play him in Galactic Assault, you can feel the pain of you facing a Palpatine player. And from my experience, he's really irritating when he pops in the map. And on Kashyyyk, for example, when you're in the Juggernauts in the stage 2 phase of Kashyyyk, you're sitting in there, you're all grouped up. It really sucks when he gets in there and screws everything up, and then you're stuck on the 3rd phase on Kashyyyk because this dude came in and automatically kind of screwed you over. So guess what's next? My boy Kylo Ren is next. So Kylo Ren, they kinda did something to Kylo Ren. I never heard if they buffed him or nerfed him, but if they did, I never heard it. So I never, yeah. So Kylo Ren, should he be buffed? No. His abilities are way too goddamn good to be buffed or nerfed. He's one of those characters where they're never gonna touch because he's right there in the middle. He's a great character for heroes versus villains because of his stun attack and then his frenzy with the double team. That would be automatic, yeah. Then his push away, if you're shooter hero, it'll suck to be you because most likely he's gonna throw you back over to where he's at. And if you're on low health, sorry to be you Lando and Han players or Chewbacca's, it's gonna suck to be you. But otherwise, does he have a future? Does he have skins? Yes, he has skins already, but I don't think they're gonna add really any more skins to him because he's already got skins, and EA are thinking about making skins for characters that don't have skins, so really adding more skins to Kylo Ren would be a waste of time. That's what I would think, because you really don't need it for a character that's already got skins. Because if you're really just like, you're doing it to the same character, it's like, what the hell are you doing, man? We thought we're moving on to new characters like Darth Maul to get skins for. Because if you go back to past characters just to add more skins, it's really just questionable. And that's got me really questioning if you're thinking about new talent or you're just going back to the past. So don't make me wrong. Because Kylo, let's see, since we've already got done with the rating systems, he's a great heroes versus villains player. Galactic Assault, he's also pretty good. If you've got a little squad, like 5-10 guys, you can throw on that freeze. You're all stuck, just like this for example. You're all stuck in position. Now if I was to have teammates, they would have took this shot for me and he'd already be dead. But since I am soloing this, and there's a sniper all the way over there for some dang reason. So where will I place Kylo Ren? I will place him above Palpatine, so at a number 3. He's a great character. Some people probably call him a cheap character. He's not really cheap if you think about it. He's really just there to be there. So, I really don't have anything else to say much about Kylo Ren. This will probably be the first one I'll let you enjoy the gameplay since I have nothing to say. So now we move on to the second row, I believe. Or we might still be on the first row. Yeah, we're on the second row, starting off with Darth Maul. Alright. Darth Maul coming in, looking like a G. So Darth Maul, my boy. This was my first character I ever used in this game before any DLC was included. My opinions on the almighty Darth Maul. Is he... let's see. He's great in Heroes vs. Villains when you're slick and can get away out of sticky situations. But Galactic Assault, this character is absolutely terrible. He's just not one I recommend. He cannot do anything in Galactic Assault. He's always on the run. You can't really do anything to an enemy team to phase or stun their assault. So buying Darth Maul from Galactic Assault would be like a waste of time. If you want to buy him, he's always there, but like if you really want to get them points, man, you really want to use it on somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. And this is where it comes down to abilities. The Force Choke is a great ability. The Spin Attack is a great ability. The Lightsaber Throw, they could have did something else than the Lightsaber Throw.
Honestly, if they were gonna do a saber throw, I think they made it look cool. You know, like how he does like the back that sideways, and he grabs it like in midair.
So supposed to get skins for Darth Maul. There's supposed to be the hooded skin, and then everybody has been asking for EA to put Savage Opress as the skin for Darth Maul. So I sit here asking, what the hell are we thinking about putting Savage Opress as a skin for Darth Maul? You are talking about one of the most coolest Sith, and you're gonna bring one of the most weakling Sith that literally died in a fight to be put as a skin. EA, I want you to think about this knowledge. I love that you're going in depth with the Clone Wars and you're doing all that. You forget many of other things. You haven't covered any Rogue One. You will surely not ever carry any of the Old Republic. And I'm just sitting here as a gamer playing Battlefront 2, asking, since we have such cool Sith like General Grievous, Count Dooku, Darth Maul, and on my side we got Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, Yoda, Rey, then why in godforsaken hell do we not have Darth Maul, Darth Revan, Lightside Revan? Either one would make me happy if there's just a Revan in the game. But no, we're gonna get Rogue One again, what we got from the last game in Battlefront 1, which was the last DLC if everybody remember. It was Jyn Erso and Director Krennic, which is going to be the same two characters. The same two characters as it was the last game. Jyn Erso and Director Krennic.
Again.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Star Wars have already, EA, that the people that are working on the Battlefront 2 for EA have already said that we will be getting some Rogue One. Just not right now. Because right now we're going after the Clone Wars and all that because everybody wants to get what they want. If you really want to make your fans happy, please go to the Old Republic section because it would bring back lots of fans, and I know how much it means to have fans.
I don't think that's why they're not doing it.
But think about it. They're not run by LucasArts anymore. LucasArts does not make the game. EA does. EA Games is what makes Battlefront 2, not LucasArts. Even though they made the better game, because you could create your own Jedi or Sith, but no, they are not running the game, which makes me feel so sad because they could have done so much better with this game, and we get this crap. This game, in opinion, is not a crappy game. I think it's a great game, but they just had so many chances and opportunities to do so much more with the Battlefront title. They could have relived the way it used to be back in the day, in the early 2000s. They really let that go, and the player base just for the Battlefront franchise is dying slowly, but it's still alive. They're trying to keep the game up, running, look like it's still alive, but when we come down to it, this game is not going to keep running for much longer. It's like it's just hobbling on one leg. But for Darth Maul, since we're talking about Darth Maul and this game is almost done, where should he be placed? Should he be the worst, or should he be the best? We have no number 1, and we have no number 10. And for sure, he is not a number 10. So he is not the worst character. And he's not worse than Boba Fett, which would be number 10. But he does not surpass the odds of Darth Vader, unfortunately. So he's not going to surpass Kylo Ren. So he's going to be put as the number 7 for the Sith. And everybody's like, well, Darth Maul is a great character. And that's where you're wrong. He is great in HVV, Heroes vs. Villains, not Galactic Assault. And that's where people get it wrong. If you think he's a good character, play him on Galactic Assault. Any map, short, close range, long range, it just doesn't fit him. Galactic Assault was made for the heroes that can have block laser fire, blaster fire. You just can't put in a character that cannot block. That's just like, why? You're just putting him out there to die.
Plus, Palpatine, when he was still getting trained by Darth Vader, they sent him to a defense camp where everybody there were immune to the Force. And it taught them to block with just metal staff that the guards use at Mandalore. Every guard that works at Mandalore has been to that academy.
So next, we are using Iden Versio. So, quick thoughts
Female protagonist
of Iden Versio. If none of y'all heard, there is the crappiest, most boring part mode in this game, which of course is the story mode. The most biggest waste of time in the game, a waste of an hour or 30 minutes of your time of a day just to play the crappy story. So we thought we were getting a nice, good Imperial story mode based game. You're wrong, game. You get the one person that turns from the Empire that looks super cool to a boring rebel scum. Like everybody says, curse them rebel scums. Iden Versio in general is a great hero in Galactic Assault and in let's see, what is it, the mode? Heroes vs. Villains? She can't really beat Palpatine with the stun he has, because Palpatine really runs the stun here, because he's always, you really can't just beat Yeah, Palpatine's gonna keep that stealth spot. But, in general, where are we gonna place Iden? Does she get a skin? The Rebel skin, of course, will not be a skin if she's on the flipping Empire, everybody. Come on now, are you using your brain here?
She does have a skin. It's her commander skin.
That's the one skin which includes not her helmet, and we couldn't get a goddamn Boba Fett skin. Come on, EA, you've gotta be kidding me. This is what pisses me off. We could get a skin for the main female protagonist of the Star Wars Battlefront 2 story mode, which is just her without her helmet on, but we cannot get a skin for the kick-ass character of Boba Fett. Oh, what the absolute fuck, EA?
No, in her commander skin, she doesn't have her chest panel. That's it. The chest panel on her helmet is gone. That's it.
The creators of EA, if you are listening to this, I am not offending you. I do not mean to offend you. This is only to tell y'all what I'm trying to help y'all on seeing. Because we're sick and tired of seeing characters not have anything. We want to see skins for characters that deserve skins. And the one skin you give to the main protagonist of this game is a crappy skin. It is terrible design, it is worthless, and it's a waste of 20,000 credits. I could rather go buy a Stormtrooper box, which was copy and pasted off of Google, of course, because you cannot simply just do a skin. The skin is absolutely terrible. You could have did better, but no, you decided to do it in a poor and sketchy waste of time way. I'm not saying Iden Versio sucks. I'm not saying she's a crappy character. It's just the title design of her as being the main protagonist in this game. You're gonna have to back it up. You're gonna have to make her look like a good character. A character that gets hooked on and you feel like there's something into that character that you think you can relate to. During the whole story mode, there was none of the relation between the character and the gamer. And also, she turns from a bad guy to a good guy. You tease during all the E3 events that we were getting an Imperial story mode. And we turn to the light side. Why? The first time we could have had a dark side based game besides the Force Unleashed series would have been interesting, and a Battlefront game. Sales were going ridiculously good until you made a crappy story mode, which everybody left. Are you happy, EA? No, I am not happy. I am disappointed. If you're going to waste talent, give it to a game system or game creators that actually care about the title Star Wars. Don't going around ruining it is not going to help your case. Because you're just ruining it for all the Star Wars fanboys and fangirls out there. So please, in God-forsaken reasons why, do not ruin it. Because if you ruin it, I swear to God, I will find you, EA, go to your headquarters, and will kill you personally. And I did not mean that as a threat, I meant that as a joke. If you take it as a threat, grow up. So back on the topic of Iden Versio. She's a great Galactic Assault hero. Heroes versus villains, she's a mediocre hero. Do I think she deserves a top 3 spot in front of Kylo Ren? Heck no. No. She will join number 8 behind Darth Maul, but she takes the spot in front of Boba Fett. So, there's nobody else taking it in front of Boba Fett. So whoever would be next would have to go behind Boba Fett. Not in front, behind everybody. So that means good for Boba Fett. All you Boba Fett fans can cheer now. So, Iron Versio, story mode wise, there was so much potential wasted, and it brings EA, when it comes to story mode, you can't just slop it on there and be like, oh, that's it, we're done. No, you can't just do that. There's more to a story than that. Oh boy, here we go. Captain Phasma. So, Captain Phasma. She a good character? Yes. So they done the Star Wars episode, was it 7 or 8 that came out when this game came out? One of them where they had Finn and Phasma as DLC characters. Our first ever DLC characters was Phasma and Finn. Since I'm such a big fan of the dark side, I was hyped for Captain Phasma, but I was truly disappointed in the way her game style was. She's a great, but when it comes down to gameplay, she's actually not a bad hero. She is pretty decent. When it comes to heroes versus villains, this turret is why she's so good. She can defend off against lightsaber and blaster heroes, which none other hero with a gun can do, or has the abilities to do. But now, Phasma and Galactic Assault is also a good hero. So this is the first character to be good in both Galactic Assault and Heroes vs. Villains. But, is she the best character? Do I think she's better than Kylo Ren? That is a yes. I think she is better than Kylo Ren. So, I'm going to put her at number 3. I think she has potential. I'm not saying it because she's a female character, you flipping feminist out there. No. I'm saying that is because she has star cards. She's a great, agile, quick, usable character, quick grind up for levels, quick for credits, and if you really want to be one of those campers, yeah, use the turret. But if you want to go out there and fight, or play like a pro, you're still going to use the turret, because that's the only thing that keeps her safe. And it does that in a great, orderly fashion. It stuns your enemies, it lets your teammates come over, attack to half probably the health, and then your teammates can be relieved and have to wait until another villain or hero comes over there. Because Phasma is a great usable character. But now everybody's asking, why is she number 3? Why is she this? Why is she good at that? If you never played a Phasma, again, point it to the newcomers to Battlefront 2. If you've never played a Phasma, she's really recommended. Do not abuse the turret too dang much, because you will get hate comments, because I bet they'll come rolling upon you if you use it too dang much. Come on. But if you know how to use Phasma and you've been playing this game for about 2 years, go ahead, have fun, knock it out. But just don't overuse the turret, because Phasma could take on a hero without using the turret. But if you so badly need the turret so you can heal up, give it a break, then yeah, go ahead. Use the turret, pull it out, and that will totally help your enemy, help your allies. And for Hero Showdown, that would also be a great hero to pick, would be Phasma, because Phasma and that turret keep you in an occupied situation in a locked-in area with a corner. You really don't have to worry about anybody. Because I'm just sitting here in this one room and have been killing 75 players already. Or 75 plus, just by sitting here with this turret doing absolutely nothing. And what's good about the turn is if you do damage and then you stop, it regains health. So then all your enemies would be like, have to put more and more clips into this damn thing. As they're getting frustrated, you're getting regained health, you're getting back ready for battle again, and you can easily take out your enemy. And that's what's good about this turn. And that is why I put Phasma as number 3. She's a great hero, she's usable, she is cheap, and she is... when I mean cheap, she's cheap, alright, she's cheap. Not in credits, I mean. Just in gameplay. But you know what I mean. But and the last and not least, the useless ability she has is the staffed ability.
You gotta showcase it.
So, the staff ability is where you just run up, wha-bam! I got a double kill there, but... in Heroes vs. Villains, it's a terrible perk, same as Galactic Assault, because you literally have to run up in front of somebody to hit that move. Wow, look at that. That is so much easier than clicking the L1 button to do that. Even though it does more damage than the regular melee, but the melee does 50 health. My goodness. Can you nerf the melee on the heroes? That is ridiculous. That a melee would be doing at least a third of a flipping hero's health. So we're coming into our final 3, if I'm right, final 2, final 3, and yeah, final 2, they're the latest 2 characters that have came to the game. First, we're starting off with General Grievous, another character that is quick and easy to use, had a good minimum of 35,000 credits. He was the first DLC character, and I've been in love with this character already. Oh yeah, look at this, baby. You really can't overuse General Grievous. Is General Grievous OP? Yes. I think they nerfed him because he was too dang overpowered. But General Grievous is great. I mean amazing for Heroes vs. Villains. And Galactic Assault, he's pretty good. I could say they really worked on him on taking some hits in that game mode than he used to be. He can take a couple hits, slither away, get a couple kills, and then be like, yeah, I'm out. Not like Dooku, or if he takes hit, he's gotta run, or he's gonna die. But Grievous, on the other hand, oh yeah, I think this kid's got talent. But don't bet me out that you think Grievous is not gonna do anything. Grievous. And before we end this video, we will talk about news updates about Battlefront 2, and we will suggest current events that will be happening. But if you are enjoying the video, we are mostly just talking about and analyzing all the villains, and tomorrow we will be talking about the heroes and Anakin's release date, since he is about to be coming at the end of February, a beautiful month. And I also want to wish you all not Thanksgiving, I mean Valentine's Day, with whoever you're in love or married or girlfriend or whatever you want to call it with. And hope you have a great day with that person, female or male, because this channel is made for both. But talking about Battlefront, the game that did not win the year because Fortnite won it. If you're Fortnite players, I'm not gonna bash you because my brother's a little autistic dumbass.
No, I just have to make fun of the game. Don't get me wrong, it's creative. Because I've never seen play a game. The only battle royale PUBG did. When my friends got me to play Fortnite, and it wasn't that bad. Creativity is what sucks me. That's the only thing. I don't care about this Battle Royale or anything. Some of my friends only play because they like art. I'm like, I don't really care.
So,
My friends made a giant SpongeBob statue in that game. That's not a joke.
back to the Grievous topic. What is his future? Will he get any more skins? No, I don't think he'll get any more skins since he's got an 80,000 legendary skin and an epic skin, and he has a legendary 40,000 skin, which I've already. No, that's the battle damage. I have the battle damage skin, which is a 20,000, which is a common. Do I think he'll get more skins? If they start adding cloaks as a daily thing, yes, he will get his cloak skin. But if not, and if Dooku's the only one that's getting that special attention here, a little bit of favoritism on Dooku, then no, we're not getting a cloak skin for the General. Does General deserve a cloak skin? Oh my god, yes. Why in the hell would you not give the guy that rocks the cloak not a cloak? He doesn't look bad without the cloak. It's just, you gotta give him the cloak, man. It's General Grievous, for crying out loud. It's like, I'm not gonna say that because that would be a little bit too inappropriate. And I do not want to be inappropriate. So, General Grievous will rank as a number 2 on the list. Number 2. So that means goodie for me. Because General Grievous, he is a great hero. He knows how to get out of situations that none other hero can. And like Phasma, the number 3 spot. She can get into situations and all she has to do is place the turret. But if she has to get away or run, she just doesn't, she's not as fast. Grievous's crawl is made for 2 exact reasons: to do damage and to escape. Which nobody knows that it is also made for the escape, because they usually just use it to attack somebody. But don't judge General Grievous, because General Grievous can do lots of things, and you think you got him, and then boom, he comes back right with the kill. General Grievous is like good damn character. So just don't count him out. And if you think about it, don't think about it. So, General Grievous, number 3. Any skins, if there's no robes added to other people, nah. So that's all I have to say for General Grievous. The second here, I have really nothing else to say. I'll let you enjoy these last 19 kills, and then we'll move on to our last and final character, Count Dooku. I want to thank everybody that's been hanging on to the stream, because I probably have to go to bed after this since it is 11:30. So we're going to do our last character, which is, of course, Count Dooku. And then we'll talk about a little bit of current events, and then I'll end the video, tell you all have a great, happy Valentine's Day, like I said earlier. And hope y'all enjoy that Valentine's Day. And now, if you don't have a date or you're not dating anybody, don't feel lonely, because I don't want to be weird, but you always got parents, and if you're an adult, do whatever you want, female or male. Just think about it. You don't have to really buy that other person anything. You just... One good thing about Valentine's Day is if you don't have anybody to get Valentine's for, is you really can do anything. You got your own time, you can do whatever you want. But when you are on Valentine's Day, just don't dump them and then date them the next day. Okay? Alright. So, let's talk about our boy, Count Dooku, the newest released character on the dark side. So, Dooku was released a couple weeks ago, or late January, because Dooku's just like that. He's already got a skin, legendary skin, which I'm grinding for at the constant state in this game, which is a little bit frustrating because the goddamn online players being a ton of spastics and don't want to be playing nice, so I'm going to have to play a little bit dirty. And I don't like playing dirty because then everybody starts to hate me. And I don't like being hated. But I don't care. As long as I get 30 or 40,000 credits, I would make my day and I would live on happily ever after. So I can get off this game, wait another 35,000 credits, and then get my boy Anakin Skywalker, which is supposed to be coming out next week or the week after next. And we will be talking about him after we do this round of Count Dooku. So Count Dooku has been the newest released character, and as every newly released character, they always got their bugs, or there's something majorly wrong with them, and they have to get a rework, or something needs to be tuned or adjusted on the character. Already, straight out the gate, you really need to work on Count Dooku. He is a really crappy character. If he's not with the group in Heroes vs. Villains, you're really just a target to be killed. If you're facing a Luke, Rey, Kenobi, Yoda, etc., you're just an easy target. It's just like Boba Fett in the Heroes vs. Villains. And then we come to Galactic Assault. Dooku is a crap character in Galactic Assault. Like every other lightsaber hero, you really don't want to use them only if it's in close range combat. But if you are good in long range or on open field, go ahead, be my guest, prove me wrong, I don't care. I'm just telling you the statistics and what would be a good idea than doing the complete opposite. But I'm not going to tell you what to do because I'm not your parent or your legal guardian, so I'm not going to tell you what you can do or not do. So, should you play a Dooku? I did buy him for 35,000 credits because he's always a new character, and as a new character, you always want the new character. Was he worth 35,000 credits though? No, he was absolutely not. And that's why on the list he's gonna rank last, behind Boba Fett. So now all you Boba Fett players can now get on your knees and have tears of joy because your character is not the worst in the game anymore. Well, not for now. Not for now. So you can finally celebrate the end of suffering for those Boba Fett fans. It will be probably mostly short-lived because they probably will most likely rework on Dooku very soon and will not put him down to rest to make him go out as a crappy character. Because if they just made him to just be a character, then EA has got a really big exclamation why they just made a shit character into a game that everybody can be pissed off about and ask why the hell did you do that. Reasons, EA. Reasons. You got to have reasons. Because if you don't, please, just stop. Let LucasArts take back. But no, you want to be the big boy now. You want to put on the big boy clothes? Then you better buckle up because you're going to deal with a big bandwagon. Which y'all been doing pretty good on. But when it comes to a new character being dropped on this game, you poorly execute it. It's godforsaken awful every time. It's just terrible. You need to work on, like, if you gotta make more time into the characters, us fans will understand that you want to make the character good. Just don't rush the release date for every new character. And then you're making a new game mode, which is supposed to copy Conquest mode from the old Battlefront 2. And I swear to God, if you mess up that game mode, you're going to probably lose 2/3 of your playing base. Because there are mostly old Battlefront 2 players waiting for that Conquest mode. So please do not piss off everybody. And if you are, please do it to yourself so we don't have to sit here and suffer while you be a shitty company. Because we're not going to deal with it. We have dealt with so many losses of good games. Call of Duty, Halo. We are sick and tired of the good game franchises killing themselves off. Fallout, for example. But some game companies that haven't choked or killed themselves. For example, Doom. For example, most of the other games that do not suck. But if EA wants to make this game good again, you're gonna have to bring out some good characters that look like they are ready to fight. Not an half-ass work on, and then be like, okay, now it's time to rework. There should be no such thing as a reworking process. Your character should be ready at launch. My God. So don't waste my time to waste 35,000 credits and waste good days of my life to waste time spending on this game to get a character that barely got touched. Now, the one thing I can say about this game is the voice actors for every single character is a great thing about this game. They are great voice actors, and they do a great job at what they're doing. I give it up to them. They are not bad. But EA, we want a simple game, not hard. So now we've came down to the last part of this video. We're going to talk about current events. So we're going to return to the menu. So we're going to talk about Dark Side, what's going on over there. Skins, Anakin released the Titan mode, and officer skins, clone trooper skins, not the regular crappy skins they have on now. So let's first dive into our heroes news. We have heard that Jango Fett will have a skin for Boba Fett. Boba Fett will have a alternate skin which he will look like Jango Fett. I do not agree with this idea. Jango Fett does have the rights of being his own character, just like the original Battlefront 2. We can have different characters. This is what the game was made supposed to be. If we have separate characters, we have people coming, joining the fan base, newer players enjoying the game, having fun, and want to keep playing it. And then Savage Opress. We already know after Anakin and Dooku, we're supposed to be getting possibly an Ahsoka Tano and a Asajj Ventress, or a Padme, or a Jango Fett. We don't know which one of those are next, but one of them are going to be thrown into that mosh pit, pick it out of the hat, and that will be next. And now, Anakin. No pictures, no nothing. We have no news of Anakin. We know he's coming out in 2 weeks. They're probably going to drop some teasers, some pictures, some concepts, some early game footage of what he's looking like, his abilities, everything about the character. And if I swear to God, if he's like Obi-Wan with the goddamn mind trick, I am going to flipping rage, game. Not 3 Jedi should not have a mind trick. First of all, Rey's mind trick is way too overpowered, and Obi-Wan's makes no absolute sense besides making you not use your abilities. So game, why would you give another Jedi mind trick to Anakin Skywalker? And that's all I gotta say about him until we get further news. Moving on to the Titan mode, the large-scale map mode they set on the calendar when we were looking at Grievous and Obi-Wan's top drop lines. They said there's going to be a large-scale map coming in this month. It's going to be called Titan mode. It's supposed to be somewhat similar to the old Conquest mode of the older Battlefront games. And if it is that, we're going to be excited. That's going to be an awesome game mode, and I think it's going to be enjoyable. Fans are going to love it. Players are going to love it. Gamers are going to love it. That's going to be something to play. Now we move on to the future of Battlefront 2. They've already said that they're not going to work on the story because it's already dead, it's died, it's killed itself, it's over. So we're getting nothing in the story. The story is done. No more DLCs added to the story. It's all going to be into gameplay and all that. Let's see. What should we get? Do we deserve Blaster Heroes now, or do we want to keep going down the same path of the lightsaber heroes because we're just greedy and needy for those lightsaber heroes? Now, they said Mace Windu was supposed to come out with Count Dooku, but that all changed the plans. But if they do add Mace Windu, I do not know who they would add with Mace Windu. But, because there's only 3 major Sith in the movies. And if I'm not right, we have all 3 of them in here. Darth Maul, Count Dooku, and General Grievous. They're all in here from the movies. So if we were to get a Mace Windu, a Kit Fisto, an I Am Gundy, or any other Jedi from the Temple, what would they add to counter-react with the Jedi? That's when EA would have to pop in something together, and they would have to get it out of the Clone Wars series. So they could pop in Savage, make him his own character, slit him up, and get him in here. Boom, we got Savage Opress. People will be shocked. I don't know, impressed. But that would be that. So that's all the time I've got today. But tomorrow I will be playing the light side, and we'll keep talking about Anakin Skywalker in the Titan mode and the Armored Officers tomorrow. The Armored Officers will be a great thing to be talking about. So I want to thank everybody for coming out to watch this video. I want to thank you all for supporting me, helping me grow and raise into a bigger community. Even though it's starting small, we can make it bigger and bigger by the days and the years and the months that go on. Right now we're starting small, we can make it bigger. I want to wish y'all all a happy Valentine's Day tomorrow. If you have Valentine's, if you do or don't, I'm still going to wish you a Valentine's Day. I want to thank you all coming out, and I want to say see you in the next video. All good night and goodbye.
For the final kill, I just shot my wrist rocket. Watch those wrist rockets.